In today's video, we're going to be talking about tips for Oblivion Remastered. Yes, that's right, the game did get remastered. We've been doing a ton of videos for this game already, but I thought it'd be a really good idea just to do some beginner's tips for people that are starting from the very beginning. Tip number one, play whatever you want, in any way you want. Within this game, you don't necessarily need to make a meta build. Essentially, you can play any way you want and level up every single stat in the end. So when picking a character or building a character, you're only going to get those advantages at the beginning of your game. Tip number two, the prologue is a great place to level up some stats. So don't rush out as fast as you can, because there are some really interesting and useful items you can pick up in this area, including weapons and armor, and have the ability to level a variety of skills. And PS, you can't save the Emperor, so don't even bother trying. Tip number three, the wrist irons you get at the beginning of your game are an indestructible item. Therefore, if you keep them till the end game, you can enchant them, wear them on your wrists as gauntlets, and have an indestructible enchanted item. Seriously, don't throw them away and keep them. They can be really useful, even if they don't seem useful at the beginning of your game. Tip number four, don't mess with the difficulty. Basically, the difficulty, ranked or unranked, it is essentially just busted. Do yourself a favor, stick it to adapt, and just enjoy your game. Tip number five, as I said earlier, every single skill essentially can be leveled up to level 100 if given enough time. Now, many of these, in order to level, you simply have to use it. If you're going to level block, you need to block with your shield. If you're going to level heavy armor, you need to wear heavy armor. Essentially, all you have to do is play the game to level these things. When it comes to all of the magic, for instance, most of them can be leveled if you target yourself. There's lots of little spells that target self. You can level every individual item there. But for destruction, you're going to need to actually hit the enemy. Tip number six, don't rush to level your character. As you level your character up by sleeping in a bed, as that is the only way to actually level your character, you are going to be ranking up the enemies in the world. The higher level you are, the bigger bad guys are going to be in the world, and of course the better loot they're also going to have too. So essentially, leveling your character earlier makes your game harder quite earlier too. Tip number seven, when it comes to actually buying spells and acquiring more spells, the spells you're actually going to be able to use, as in the less skill involved spells you're going to be able to actually purchase and use, are going to be found in the towns around the outskirt of the main city. All you have to do is find the Mages Guild. There's always someone there ready to sell spells, as well as the market district in the Imperial City. Tip number eight, there are many different factions within this game. You can join them all, every single one of them, but some of them do contradict each other, like for instance the Dark Brotherhood. You've been doing a lot of killing, and the Thieves Guild do not like that, so plan accordingly. Perhaps even prioritize the Thieves Guild, because again, if you do join a Thieves Guild, you do open up the ability to sell stolen items. Yes, you unlock the fence within the Thieves Guild, therefore I would recommend it to any player to join. Tip number 9. Security is possibly one of the most useful abilities in the game. Leveling it early, or those going to be giving you those extra levels, very early game, is a really good idea, because you're going to be able to open up boxes and doors and basically have a free key to the city or a key to the continent if you level up your security skill. Now, lockpicking is actually really easy. Simply pop up each individual node and lock them in place. Essentially, you need to press the A or the X button, depending on which platform you're playing on, as the pin hits the top. Now, if you constantly spam that interact button on a pin you've already locked in place, you're going to be earning experience every single time you tap that button. In other words, you're going to be able to accelerate the amount of experience you get within security very quickly, very early in your game. Tip number 10, you may be aware that there is a map. However, there is also a localized map. If you just simply zoom in, you will see that localized map. This can be incredibly useful for dungeons, and this can be really hard to actually spot first time playing. Tip number 11, the enemies in this game hold a grudge. No, seriously. If you interact with an enemy or acquire an enemy anywhere on the map, they will quite literally follow you from one end of the map to the other. So in other words, if you do pick a fight that you can't handle, you better be prepared to run very, very fast, or of course make your way to the main city and pray the guards will take care of it for you, because like I said, the aggro system is a little bit busted, and it doesn't matter how fast you run, these guys will run after you for a very, very long time. Tip number 12. Now, we mentioned security earlier in this video, but there is one NPC that happens to sell us 30, yes, that's right, 30 lockpicks. Now, it's not very often you can buy many lockpicks at all, but this guy, old Shady Sam, outside the Imperial City, has 30 of them that you can buy at any one time, and his shop does refresh. As you can see, there it is, 30 lockpicks for sale. Now, it does cost a little bit of gold, obviously, in order to do that. You may not have that much gold at the beginning of your game, but it's highly worth your time checking out Shady Sam. As you can see, this is where he is on the map. He's just here. If you see, we've got the stables, and just there outside the main wall, if you run around, you will find Shady Sam. A really good NPC. You absolutely need him. He does sell a few other things as well, but those lockpicks are invaluable. Tip number 13 is to get yourself a player home. Now, there's many different player homes within the game. There's plenty that you can actually get from early quests. In other words, get yourself a bed and a box very, very early on. This happens to be one of the smallest player homes in the game. It's in the Imperial City. It's very, very cheap, and of course, you can upgrade it as well. You can actually upgrade almost every single player home in the game, and there are some really cool player homes. Bottom line, get yourself a player home, because most of it comes with storage, especially if you upgrade it. You're going to be getting more and more storage. You're going to be needing a place to lay your head for those levels anyway as well. Now, the best player homes in the game happen to be the Battlehorn Castle over here. You've also got the Mage's Castle, which is absolutely amazing. You've got the Vampire Den, and then you've also got the Pirate Cove over here as well. Most of them you just have to arrive at in order to unlock them, so it's super easy to get yourself a player home. It does cost quite a lot of money to actually upgrade them, unfortunately. Every single one of them gives you a little quest line and tells you exactly where to go in order to buy those upgrades. Tip number 14, and I actually think this is probably the most important one. Do not rush to get the unique armor sets or weapons in this game. Now, plenty of people are telling you you have to get this at level 1. However, if you get any particular armor set, any particular weapon, unique weapon, early in your game, it is locked to your level. Therefore, if you get it at level 1, the buffs you are getting are level 1 buffs, as opposed to if you get it at level 10 or level 20. Tip number 15, now we did mention Frostcrack Spire already in this video, but I wanted to show you exactly why I think this one in particular is so good. Now, when you find it, it's only locked by an average lock. In other words, you can get this super early in your game for pretty much no effort whatsoever. An average lock is just 2 pins in order for you to unlock it, or 3 pins possibly, but it's so easy to get. Now, why do we want to get it? Why is it so good? Well, if you upgrade it, you are able to do 3 pretty cool things. You are able to enchant any item, you are able to make any spell, and of course you are able to make your own little follower as well. It's so powerful and so worthwhile in order to get. Now, of course, these are better later game when you're able to actually afford to enchant items and to make those spells, but that is why I think it is the best house in the game. Tip number 16, there is a crime and punishment system within this game. It's quite brutal. You have to pay the fine or serve jail time or, of course, fight those guards. Now, any item that is red is essentially you stealing something. So if it's red, you can't take it. But if it's white, you can absolutely clear the entire room out. Sometimes when you join a guild, you are able to literally strip houses upon houses of items. Remember, white is good, red is bad. Join the Thieves Guild and you'll be able to fence all of that stolen red items that you've got. But there you have it, guys. That is a quick rundown of what I think are the most useful tips to know at the beginning of your game. Now, this game does have a variety of exploits and a variety of different things to make your game easier. But these are a few things that I think will really help you in playing your game early on. Now remember, this is an RPG and it is best to play any way you see fit. I'm certainly not saying to use every single one of these tips as gospel, but I do think they will help your experience be this that much easier. But until next time, guys, I've been a monk who's been inquisitively curious, and I will see you in the next video real soon. Until then, take it easy and happy gaming.
You're the best. I'm going to follow you and watch you and worship the ground you walk on. Let's go.